one.
Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here today. Y'all haven't noticed I'm feeling quite angelic today.
That's because you're an angel.
Right? Fucking Candace. How you doing, Candace?
That's my new middle name now.
Fuck, I wish you would have called me Candace. Ain't not a goddamn thing wrong with Candace Owens. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's pregnant, unfortunately, but
I thought she had her baby already.
oh, did she have it?
I don't know. I thought she did.
I mean, she was really close to having it, but I mean, a woman is, I mean, she's quick on the fly.
Oh yeah.
It's not a nice hat, Raquel. Not a nice hat.
Great hats. Great hats. How come this ain't showing that? There we go. So, boy, what a show we had last night.
Did I trigger somebody? Did I crawl up in somebody's little crevice somewhere and just tickle the right little spot right there to get some little hoe triggered? I mean, I thought I was pleasant, polite. Everything I said was kind, straight and to the point.
Oh boy, yeah. So, fuck.
I think I got up and I was hitting the spot. Sprinkle,
Man,
sprinkle.
Got a poor dog out here. He's a stray dog. Dude's about to die. Seems like he's got parvo. He's skin and bones. He barely eats. I had to call animal control, and I don't think he's gonna make it. They may just put him down, and I feel like crap about it. That's why I got to win that Powerball, man. I need to build a ginormous animal no-kill shelter.
Jenny says, shame on us both, you triggered her. Jenny, I think it was more me than Manny, because Manny wasn't really here last night. He was here, but he wasn't here. So I'm thinking it was more me that did it.
It was an equal effort. Because your friend,
my friend,
since you guys have been messaging, back and forth, I call her your friend. She went on.
And hang on. Speaking of which, when she was on live today, and the Ultimate Deception was streaming her, and I was hanging out over there. I tried to video chat the bitch. I tried.
Yeah?
I tried. Just so she doesn't throw it out there. I'm going to throw it out there first. I tried to video chat her, and then of course she come back. All contact is unwanted and unwarranted from you. 16th request.
You know what? It's good. It's good for her that she's counting and responding to you.
I know, right?
Every single time. That's very good. That's good for her. I mean, not for you so much, but it's good for her.
But those little things that she posted from my instant messenger.
Oh yeah,
those are from like last year, and she's trying to push them off as it just happened like 5 minutes ago. Wait, that was last year.
I was looking. Oh, Trump is on town hall tonight. He's got a town hall at 8:00.
He does.
Brett Baer and Martha McCallum. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was trying to see the dates, and most of those were all from last year. There was not that many from this year.
No. And so you're all aware, I did messenger her. I said, let's see. December 28th. I gave her a shit ton of emojis because we all know how she loves emojis. And then I said, huge peach on your chest the other night. But then you knew that because you're so smart. Happy Christmas to you. All contact is unwanted and considered harassment. 14th request. And then I said, on the 28th, Happy New Year, sugar tits. All contact is unwanted and unwarranted, considered harassment. 15th request. So then, on the 29th, I said, well, you enjoy your New Year's and your New Year's Eve's party. I'm thinking you should wear platinum with your signature gold nose. And then I said, I'm watching you, sugar tits. Was that for me? Because you'd said something or something. And then I go, girl, I seen you at that Spectrum store today. And then there was audio call today. All contact is unwanted and considered harassment. 16th request. So it's not like I harassed the woman. It's not like I'm doing it every 10 seconds.
No, I don't think that's harassment. I just think you're trying to.
Well, she says she
trying to say hello.
She says she loves the haters because it gives her content. Okay, well, first off, you think I'm a hater. Okay, you go ahead and think I'm a hater all you want. I don't hate you, bitch. I'll give you fucking content. Bring me fucking live. I'll give you fucking content all goddamn day long. So that's where we're at with that. So just so you're all aware of what I did and when I did it, because she's going to come out and go, look what this motherfucker keeps doing to me. Constantly. Constantly my ass. Hey, Felicia.
So she went live this morning.
She did.
I want to say it was around 6 a.m.
Yeah, well, it was still dark out.
Yeah. I want to say it was 6 a.m. I was like, what? I thought it was Ultimate Deception doing like a playback or a replay or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I see it live. It's the big bright red live. And I was like, what, did she not sleep?
Crackheads very rarely sleep.
She had quite a bit to say.
Oh, yes, she did.
Mm-hmm. She did.
I was able to watch her from about 8 o'clock till about 9:45-ish.
Oh, you saw the. I'm contrary to what she knows or believes. Because believe me, what she doesn't know could fill a book. I couldn't record it or stream it because I'm at my job. All right. Working man. So I tried to screen record sections at a time, thinking she's not going to leave the video up. She's going to delete it and remove it or whatever. So I made a whole. In fact, I got to get rid of them because they take up a lot of space. But then I see that she left it there, and it finally posted.
No.
So I got it, and we get to watch that, see what she had to say, because she had a lot to say, and I know I missed a lot of it.
She did have a lot to say. A lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and all I kept thinking about was, I remember her saying that nothing affects her. Nothing bothers
her. Affects her. Nothing bothers her. But you know, this is the only woman in the world that can talk for, 20 hours straight and not say a fucking word. Sit on that for a minute. You'll figure out what it means.
Sorry, I'm looking for animal control. I may have to go out there when they get here, but I don't know if they're getting here or not.
So, yeah, she can talk for a fucking month and a half and not say a goddamn word.
Yeah, what does somebody call it? Word salad?
Oh, well, yeah, that's one word for it.
Or something like that. I call it diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. She had a lot to say, and I was like, oh. And for a split second,
no,
I thought about, let me just go home, leave work, to respond right away.
Well,
but I couldn't leave. I'm not going to leave the guys hanging. I couldn't leave the job.
Glad you didn't.
And I was like, it can wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, oh man, Bam's not going to be. For some reason, I thought you weren't going to be around till 6 or 7 o'clock or something.
This week, I'm lucky I don't have my late buses.
Betty Rose. Well, first of all, she called me, and I'm okay with that. But she said I was the male Hispanic Candace Owen.
Yep.
If you don't know who Candace Owens is, look her up. She's a conservative talk show host. She's got a podcast. I hope it does not. There isn't S. Okay, I got it right. Candace Owens. Okay. She called me that. Like I'm supposed to be hurt. I was like
triggered.
Cool. I can deal with that.
Right,
oh yeah, that's true, Pauline. How many times did she say, "That's all I got to say about that"? That's all I got to say about that. She said that like, I don't know, a handful of times.
But she kept going.
And going and going. And
she was that little fucking Energizer bunny that just couldn't fucking stop.
Let's see.
Bitch was triggered.
Okay. First question.
Uh-huh.
Or somebody asked, she's got court tomorrow. It's like, it's not exactly court. She's got a hearing. She's got a probation hearing tomorrow. That's what she's got tomorrow. Her regular court, that's still set up for the 16th of January, is still set up.
Isn't that
tomorrow?
Monday?
Monday's the 15th, I think.
Oh.
Let me see. Yeah, Monday is the 15th, ML King Jr. Day.
Okay.
and then court Tuesday 16th.
Okay.
So early morning, most likely. You know, what do they? You got to be there 8 o'clock or something. They start looking for a jury, and then if they get a jury for her court right away, they'll start right away. Otherwise, they'll start after lunch. That's how that works.
Well, you know, one of the questions is, have you ever seen Vanessa Stephanie Tinajira outside the court building? Have you ever seen her on this platform, Manny behind the mic? Yes, we'd like to excuse this juror, please.
Oh, yeah. In fact, even if they don't ask her if they've seen her, they'll say, have you seen the program Manny behind the mic on the internet?
Or have you seen any videos with Stephanie in it?
Can you imagine a court in Cameron County, Texas, Brownsville, the southern tip of Texas, and you got the attorney saying, sir, have you ever heard the name Bam or Bam Miller? I think that's hilarious.
Well, you know, she's going to do everything she can. And she thinks everybody's going to do everything they can to taint the jury pool. Because, you know, the state of Texas is nothing but corruption, according to her.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad you were available early because I wanted to do this early.
Me too, because, you know, I haven't been sleeping well lately. I need to get my beauty rest.
Yeah, I actually haven't slept well or a lot. Well, no, I have slept a lot. A lot, but not well. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we could play this video. Should we just play the video? Let's hear what she's got to say.
Sure. I gotta go make another soda, though.
Go ahead. In the meantime, wait till you get back.
Come on, Carl.
You didn't even hear me, but that's okay. I was trying to time this thing because she started playing music, and unless I'm wrong, I think she did a whole 7 or 8 minutes, maybe 10, of not even talking, just fidgeting and playing music or whatever before she even said anything. Come on, Bam Bam.
All right, I'm coming. 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 I'm coming.
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, sorry. That's what he said.
I'm here. I'm here. God, that's a lot like work. Sorry, I didn't take my meds today, so I'm out of breath. That's what you do to make them last longer. You take them like every 3 days.
Can't do that.
Oh, that's what you do to make them last longer. Get the fuck out of here.
You want to be out of breath. So I was telling everybody that I think there's like 7, 8, or 9 minutes of nothing before she even starts talking.
Oh, wow. She's
All
probably
right.
meditating. Yeah, you can go ahead and start it. I'm going to get my things untwisted here.
Right. Let's see how far.
Okay.
Oh, what is she ordering?
Okay.
Her ordering anything is always fun to watch just by itself.
It is. Oh, we're driving.
I figured, let me leave early. I want to avoid all of the traffic.
Traffic? What traffic is there at 6 o'clock in the morning in Texas?
Right? I think it brings up a lot of emotions for a lot of people. Just
I guess there is traffic at 6 o'clock in the morning.
that
My
was a time in
mistake.
my life where I was so loved. Like I felt being so loved. Like in every way loved, you know?
Oh, are you loved, Vanessa?
It was a happy time in my life.
Hey, Charlene.
Mm. Mm, mm.
Hi, one McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Hi there. I would just like a large coffee, please.
Okay.
Why do we have to look into the back seat? What's back
Yeah, I
there?
wonder why.
With,
Yeah.
I would like it prepared.
Okay.
Prepared?
Yeah.
I would like 7 creams.
Okay.
And 4 Splendas.
Okay.
That's it.
Pop water.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to get a cup of ice?
I don't think she forgot. Watch.
So this one? This one looks dark. It must not be that one. I don't know.
Well, that's because you're not very bright.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
you
like
come here
if
this early.
it's like if you're not getting food.
Mm.
Oh, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
It is real cold.
I don't know. Is
Oh,
it?
Angela, you're sweet. You don't have to do that. It's okay. Thank you, though. I don't want people to be saying, I really don't care, but I really don't want people to be saying that I use my social media to get money from people.
You do.
And but you know, it's the thought that counts. Yes.
It's gonna be 226.
Thank you. Thank you, though.
There you go.
Thanks. And can I have a little small cup of ice, please?
Oh, there it is. And she's smart because she ordered it
I've never
after the
seen
fact. Because if you order it at
That's
the
on
window,
me before.
they don't charge you. But if you order it at the order screen, they charge you. At least up here they do.
Thank you. Are you new here? I've never seen you before.
Sorta ish. Like I've been here for 2 months, but prior, like 2015 to 2017, I was here as well.
Oh, wow.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Are you hitting on him? You little hussy. Careful. Careful now.
1 second. Mm. Let me just... I'm gonna do this.
Oh, you're going to pour it into your Starbucks cup? Why not? It's there. It's already dirty. Why the hell not?
Please don't spill.
Spill all over
Thank
the fucking
you.
place.
Perfect.
It'd be funny as hell if that lid just pops open.
There we go. No, you didn't offend me at all, Angela. No way. Why
Okay,
would I
good.
be offended by
I'm
that?
glad I didn't
Thank
offend you.
No, I thank you. That's
you're
really nice, and I've done that before, and you know, it's just I'm making this video for a purpose, by the way.
Oh, you are.
And people have all day to watch it. But last night I shared one of the links to one of the hate pages that mongers hate against me. Hello, this is Vanessa Tijerina coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. I know some of y'all are probably asleep, right? But you'll have all day long to watch this, right?
I have all day long to watch it.
It certainly is cold. This straw is broken. You're sweet, Angela. You are the complete opposite of the people that I'm going to describe to you right now.
Oh, wow.
And that's one of the reasons that I don't stop doing this, or I do it when I want to do it. I really did want to deactivate for a good long while. And who knows, I might do it tomorrow. I might do it whenever I want, right? But of course, you know, somebody that harmed my life decided to run for a very important elected seat, and we can't have that happen. We cannot, right? So here I am.
Here I am.
You know, choosing to stay activated when I want to stay activated, right? And I never cared about social media.
Bullshit.
Until I had no choice. I had no choice but to that's all I had. I just had Facebook. That's it. I remember the very first post that I made saying like a help, like an SOS out, like an awareness, like this is happening. It was a small little first post, and it got like, in my little small community, maybe like I don't know, like maybe 30 people saw that post. And then
real quick, what did I miss?
Nothing.
All right, man. Animal control came, chased him a little bit. He can't run fast, so I knew they were going to catch him. And I asked him, is there any chance you're going to try to medicate? Or he goes, nope. He's got distemper. You can tell by all the mucus coming out of his eyes and nose and mouth. And he goes, once they have that, he says, they'll probably put him out right in the truck before they're not even going to take him inside the shelter.
Really?
Oh my God. But he was real sick, man, and I feel bad for him, damn it. I guess I'll let my frustration out on this biatch right here. Okay, continue.
I saw how it took a little bit of time for it to get through the rest of the community, and it gained traction from there.
What are you talking about right now?
I have no idea.
And it involved my children.
Oh, her children.
And honestly, had nothing ever happened to my children, I wouldn't be doing any of this. I really wouldn't. That's the only reason any of this started. That's the only reason. That's it. Because I was like, what are we gonna do? Like, they just think that they can get away with not doing what's supposed to, what the right thing is, and they're not listening. We're doing everything by the book. We're doing the grievances. We're going to the
Like, I want to skip forward because I know she didn't go live at 6 a.m. to talk about this.
Literally, the only choice I had boiled down to, well, you're just gonna have to be an activist. And you know
Believe me, she's not an activist of any kind at all whatsoever.
that you did it in different ways in your childhood. But that's what you're gonna have to do. That which you suppressed in your childhood is what you are gonna have to allow to be surfaced.
Chrissy. Shh.
And the tool with which you're going to use that is going to be this.
I didn't get a nap.
Yes,
Right here.
look at the private message I sent you. Look at the private message I just sent you.
I didn't get a nap today, okay?
That's all this
I was
is.
writing, yo, don't fall asleep.
Then along the way, like different.
Yeah, I'm
types of
sorry, I didn't get
lines,
a nap
especially
today.
in the real Granny Valley.
And
What
sometimes
time do you wake up?
this morning I got up at 3 o'clock because I got up to pee at 3 o'clock, and I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh well, the fucking alarm is going to be going off in an hour anyway, so why even bother going back to sleep?
Well, you beat me by half an hour. I got up at 3:30.
Me.
But what time did I go to bed? Like
The majority of
11:30.
people were obviously understanding, trying to understand.
You remember
and
her
us
doing the
ones
neck slap?
Understood automatically, right?
Oh yeah.
Go give yourself a
But
face
the ones
slap.
that became
Wake you up.
fixated, they just became fixated with the fact that they're so.
It's tacky.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through some of this because this is not why she went. I don't care what she says. She did not go online to talk about that part.
That is getting all this attention in this small area where it's this is like such a close, these 4 counties are so tight knit. Like it's
Actually, they're not. They're pretty spread out. But okay, you keep talking.
like it's a big deal. Like a small thing could be a big deal, right? Because nobody ever has like. It's really rare to it's rare to see somebody that really doesn't care what people think about them, and because it's such a close-knit community down here, people caring about what everybody else thinks of them, it's stronger,
Okay, let me skip a little bit.
right? And it's gonna bother them when they get to the point in this video and they see it because they know it's true. They know it's true.
They know it's true.
I don't have to make up for that.
Sorry, I had it a little bit low. Is that better?
I don't. In fact, I did most of all my videos with a bare face.
Is that better?
I didn't start wearing makeup really in any of my survival videos until I entered my first campaign, really. I wasn't. It was just me and
Did your
plain
campaign
Vanessa.
manager say, Vanessa, don't run?
I don't need a
Wasn't a very good
microphone.
campaign manager then.
I don't need a stage. I don't need props. I don't need any of that. I can go live anywhere. So
Look at her. She's reading more than she's looking out the front window.
everybody thinks that all of what I just said is no big deal. It is a big deal. It's a big deal when these people that look at you and they're bothered and fixated on you, well, it turns into something that can be pathological. Like, let's hurt her. Let's gang stalk her. Let's gang harass her, right? And for a long time there, everybody, like in the valley, thought that it was a lot of people, the silent majority knew it was all wrong. They knew it was wrong, right? But there was loud, hateful ones, right? And so they all were like, yeah, let's do this, and yeah, well, you know, so and so needs to pay for my gas money so I can go stalk her, and we're doing this in conjunction with and in coordination with, and they were proud to be stalking me and gang stalking me, and having people from the public start participating in it, and it all led to these people thinking it was okay to orchestrate what they did to my face. Amongst other things, allowed them to think that that was okay, right? So it led, all of that led to real world violence. It did. You all have seen it. So one of the people that has done this to me is, well, there's two, because they work together, and it's in the video below this live video. And I didn't understand why this man for almost a year has been harassing me, wanting to speak to me, reaching out to me. I mean, you can see it, right? And it's like, do you not know that you disparage me? You dress up as me? You call me a slut? You call me the worst.
Is that you, Bam? Is she talking about there? Is that, could that be you?
Trying to dehumanize me.
I don't know. It could
in
be.
every way.
Bam's like,
And that's the point of what those two men are doing. The other one, and he's white. The
Shut
one
up.
video below.
you're white?
And you all
I
know
am
why
not
that
white.
matters to me, right?
I resent that remark.
The other one.
Wait till she find
and
out
I'm not
Bam is a
surprised
Native
because
American.
He's like he's a very
Yeah.
conservative, one of those, you know. The other one is a Hispanic, and now that things have kind of evolved here with all that hate against me, 3 or 4 years ago, you would have seen a lot of Hispanics from the Valley on the hate pages about me.
First of all, you don't understand. You can't comprehend what the word hate actually means. Once you understand that better and you can comprehend it, then you can go around and call people hate pages or haters or whatever. But just because we disagree with you or don't like you, that doesn't mean that we hate you.
Yeah.
I don't want no harm to come to you. I've always said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Personally, we don't even know you. How can we hate you if we don't even know you? You can be annoying as fuck, but
Exactly.
it doesn't mean we hate you. She's gonna go on and on and on with that.
And you hardly see that happen anymore. In fact, if you go to that page, there's any of the Hispanics that are on there, and it's rare because what that man is like he is like a male Hispanic Candace Owens for the Rio Grande Valley. He has given a platform to a majority of white hate that has not been able to reach me here. So these are the kind of men that for instance, they will show my videos and they will critique me.
Shut up. We do no such thing.
Fucking A. Yeah, we do. Critique. React. Mostly react.
Commentate.
You say a lot of stupid shit. You really do. And you know you do. You know you do. A lot of the stuff you say to get a reaction. So we react. And now you're upset with that? You're full of shit, but continue.
They're men, right?
Are you a man?
They'll critique my
Are you a man,
complexion, my
I'm a man.
skin,
Well, she got that right.
in every way, like everything. They will constantly want the narrative to remain as, do not see Vanessa as ever evolving. Always see Vanessa in the way we want you to see her. It's hate mongering. It is like a version of the Proud Boys.
The Proud Boy.
This is okay to rile this hate up against this
Wake
woman.
up, Bam.
She's
I'm awake.
our
I'm awake.
only focus because
I saw the head nod. I saw the head nod.
Sorry.
If you got to go take a 10, 15-minute nap, go take a 20-minute power nap and then come back if you want.
If I go to bed for 20 minutes, I just might stay in bed. You don't know.
You know who the Proud Boys are? What they are?
The Power Boys?
The Proud Boys.
No.
She called us like the Proud Boys, not Proud Boys. She said like the Proud Boys.
I don't know who they are.
They're called a ultra conservative. Actually, I would like to hear what the Democrats call the Proud Boys, but they probably call them an ultra conservative hate group or something like that.
Okay.
the most exciting thing about both of us, man, is her. Because we're living a whole human experience, but there's nothing in my life as this Hispanic male. There's nothing in my life as this, white male. There's nothing in each of our lives that is fascinating. And the only thing that we even have is her.
Her.
Literally. That's all we have is her. So I refuse.
No. That's not all I have. There's plenty of shit out there. Plenty of it.
Yeah,
When I say, mhm.
I mean, you saw Avon, and there's other things there you can do. I mean, she says, and when she gets going here, she says that we both have we have no jobs because I'm a bus driver.
Did she already say that? Did she already
No,
get
she
that
hadn't
part?
said that yet, but it's coming.
Okay, let's not get ahead of this.
Okay.
But what she's saying is that we got nothing else in our lives to talk about, just about her.
Well, I mean, we could always fill, bottles up and throw them at her, like with
Yeah.
white and red paint and maybe some blue, and then maybe she could actually be patriotic.
Oh, she ain't patriotic.
I know, but if we
There's
throw red, white, and
plenty
blue
of
paint
shit
at her,
to
she
talk
could
about.
be.
Plenty of shit to talk about. And I say shit because I can include her in that shit. But you know what? You put your life on public display X number of years ago, and you drew everybody in. You dragged everybody in to be interested in
you up to be talked about.
And you wanted everybody to know, to hear what you had to say.
You wanted to be famous. People talk about you.
So what happened? You got people hooked in, interested in your life. And then all of a sudden you're getting in trouble. Arrest number 1, arrest number 2, arrest number 3, and yada, yada, yada.
What happened there?
Court, jail, you get high. Your kids that you used to have. And you got everybody interested. You sucked in and got everybody interested. And guess what? Now they're interested. Now they're vested. Now they want to know what the hell's happening with you every day and what's going to happen in court. That's your fault, Missy. You don't want nobody interested? She's saying that all we seek is attention.
Yeah.
Who taught us that?
Gee, I don't know.
Any idea who might have taught us about attention?
Vanessa?
Yes. The attention queen. Right?
Yep.
Right. So, okay.
I gotta pee. I'll be back.
That's the second pee he has in like 15 minutes, right? What did in the words of Samuel Jackson, picture Samuel Jackson's voice in a real mellow tone, cigarette lit. He's got a drink right there, right? Real low down, not yelling and loud, but it's more toned down. Maybe he just smoked one of those, you know what I'm talking about. And he's got a cigarette in his hand. And he says, bitch, I know you lying, but continue.
To work with either one of them. I don't want to have anything to do with them. And that's the way the hate started with the other man that did it. There's another man that did it, and that created the worst damage to my life.
Okay, so she's talking about Frank Marr, and his page is No More Cheese Meh. No More Cheese with a Z and then MEH. And he used to stream her all the time. They got a history too. Yeah, he had some real hardcore, he had his own little army. And I'm telling you, she rubs people the wrong way, and some people, not gonna lie, they probably went overboard here and there.
Yeah, motherfucker.
And
Yeah, motherfucker.
but he had it, he would stream her, and he would stream her. The only difference is that he would stream her and just leave it on streaming. He wouldn't do commentary the way that I started doing.
What'd you start doing?
So he would just start streaming, and he'd leave it there and then walk away. And when I picked it up and started doing it, I didn't do it because he was kind of trying to quit doing it. So she likes to say, "Oh, he passed the torch to Manny." He's like, "Yeah, no, there was none of that. It just kind of happened by accident." And I started streaming one day and just started commenting like, "Well, if I'm going to stream, I want to say stuff,
Yeah.
And there was people that applauded that. A lot. Many. Right? And it's strange how people want to forget that happened, but there's a lot of people that still remember it. And that man now has understood the kind of hate I was against, because he started working with other people that were also hating me. They all had to group together. And they all wanted to make these personas and be popular and be noticed and be heard and be seen for their hate for me. Not because of their own thoughts, their ideas, their ability to engage, people in conversation, anything at all. No. They are trying to make a name for themselves, make money for themselves, become something that is considered noteworthy based on me. Based on me. Yes, Linda, he dresses as me. Last night, that's why I shared last night's videos, because I wanted you all to see that, right? And
most people would find that flattering, but
not this heifer.
I guess not.
especially like the Hispanic man, because I don't think that, he can lie to his partner, the person in his life and whatever, and say, yeah, I don't like her. I'm sorry, I get other vibes. I get complete other vibes. I read energies, I feel energies, and I sense energies.
You don't sense horse shit.
Bullshit.
If you sensed anything, you wouldn't have been arrested 12 times in a row.
Yeah.
You wouldn't keep doing drugs like you do.
Yeah.
Don't you sense remorse for what you did to your girls and you don't have them anymore? Do you sense that?
Yeah.
See, you can take that sense and, stick it where the sun ain't shining too much.
You watch me very, very closely. Like, you are literally very, very fixated on me. You make thumbnails of the perfect shot from my live video. Do you know the time that it takes to be able to grab that perfectly?
Not long. A couple of minutes. Doesn't take long. It's not hard to do.
Stop it and then create that as the cover for your next video to disparage me.
I'm not are we disparaging her? I'm not. I don't think we're disparaging her. You're disparaging yourself. If she disparages herself, she makes an ass of herself.
Well, and she's got the herpes clap.
The what?
The herpes clap.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is? Herpes, syphilis, the clap, herpes clap.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Bam is just speculating, by the way. He doesn't know that she's got the.
Well, when you're doing donkey shows and you're working a pole and your tacos touching other places where other tacos touch, you're gonna get the herpes clap.
And okay, she's gonna mention something else, but I'll wait till she mentions it.
When he's speaking, he almost embodies me. I'm not kidding. And I'm talking about the Hispanic one that doesn't put a wig on. And it bothers him. And it's like, why are you mad? He will have a side by side, and I'll be speaking just the way I'm speaking here, because he's taken every single one of my live videos these last couple of times, right? And he'll be here saying, well, why don't you this? And I can't hear you. I can't hear you because you're doing something that's likely pathological and you're streaming me, so I can't hear what you're saying about me. Also, I wouldn't take advice from anybody, least of all any of my haters, least of all a man that is completely fixated by me, right? And so when I started to like kind of defend myself again,
You're not talking.
You mean fixated the way you are fixated on John Allen? The way you're fixated on Ophelia? The way you're fixated on Frank? That kind of fixated?
Yeah.
these two gentlemen, I stated exactly how I felt about the situation. And I strongly
And that's
feel
what I'm
that-
doing.
I mean,
That's what I'm doing.
They don't have real jobs.
Oh.
I mean, one is a school bus driver. The one that wears a wig, like, and tries to look like me. The one that slut shames me. The one that's in the video below harassing me for a year. If you notice, I never replied to him. Ever. And for nearly a year, he's been trying to, he even video called me. You know? That, you know? And the thing is, all of that stuff can lead to real world violence.
Real world violence. Bam, are you doing like Trump? Are you trying to instigate violence?
I guess. I don't know. I didn't think I was.
Are you leading an insurrection against Vanessa? Is that what you're doing?
I don't see how I can.
And in my life, we've already gone through that. I've already gone through that. Right? And I'm documenting this because I want people to see how he has created a platform for white hate. It is literally a platform for white hate. It's all the white people that have come over here and I've survived. One of the people that's on there the most is the lady that did brownface. She's a white woman that painted her face brown. Put the pink one of these, like a fake pink one of these that I wear a lot. Especially last year when it's hot and when it's cold, I wear them. Red lipstick and painted her face brown.
You know what he's talking about, everybody?
And she had painted her face black.
Is she here?
People would, be like, that's bad. No, it's still bad. It's still bad to be a white person and paint your face brown.
There's cake
And you
here.
can say all day long it's bronzer. No, you wanted people to know you're trying to emulate this Hispanic. I don't care what you say. That's one of the biggest critics of mine. They're not critics. They're people who are they're not good people. You can just tell. You can tell by the vitriol that's on there. It's all it is.
Yes, my program, whenever it comes to Vanessa, is one huge, ginormous public service announcement.
Yes.
Remember Michael Jordan? Don't do drugs. Just say no.
Some of the most hateful people I have ever seen in my life. And it's nearly 99.9% white now. There's hardly any Hispanics get involved in that anymore. They hardly ever do. Like that lady with the glasses that I posted, the newest hater that I have, she's on there. She's on there. He loves it because it's a funnel. Whenever people no longer have access, he's like, well, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. And he's gathering all of the most hateful people that exist. And that
So I'm gathering white people. Kind of the way squirrels gather nuts.
Hey, come over here.
Come here.
Come over
Hey,
here.
you, whitey, white
Come
people.
over here.
White people, come here.
Come over here.
Psst, psst, psst. Hey. Are you white? Okay.
Come over here. You white people.
is a
have
page
no
full
right.
of the most hateful people that hate me. That's what that is. That's why that's a hate page.
I just saw that. I'm the white whisperer.
You're white people.
Oh.
Right?
I remember Dave Chappelle when he's in that junkie crackhead. He got the coat on, he got the skull cap. You're like, hey, you got any more of them white people? Yep.
Well, we have a crackhead here.
I noticed that
She's trying to be so well spoken and like very intellectual.
She's trying to be Candace Owens, and she just can't do it. Why? Because she doesn't have the
white
education
man
Candace has.
last night was critiquing like my body. And of course, all of the bitter ladies, there's a sprinkling of older Hispanic bitter ladies from the valley, right? That are there. They're diehard haters of mine.
Oh, by the way,
You
can say hi, wave to all the Vanessa people, and maybe even Vanessa too, because I'm sure some of them are all watching right now. So,
oh, I'm sure.
hi, Vanessa.
Yo, what's up, V? A little VST. Is that kind of like VDST?
Gonna get a grilled cheese sandwich later. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
with its drawers on. Are you gonna spank them? Are you gonna spank those
Yeah.
little drawers?
Are you gonna leave the drawers on? Yeah. Okay. Well, take us with you on that ride, right? Right.
Hard haters applauded my face getting beat. That lady that did brown face on me.
Nobody applauded her beating. That's where she's just making shit up right now. Not that she doesn't make other shit up.
Wait till she says that she was being stomped on again for 3 hours. Okay. Lie.
Yep.
The lady that painted her face brown, that's over there, the white lady, she is so mad that when they beat me up, they didn't knock my teeth out, that no bones were broken. But there's nothing wrong with that, right?
I'm so what? I
There's
glow in the
nothing
dark.
wrong with being upset and being like, I want to know why no bones were broken, as if that's a legitimate concern you should have, and that really it's not an indication that you got something wrong in your mind, because you are upset and bothered and want to open up an inquisition as to why a human being that you hate was not physically harmed as badly as you would have liked her to be.
Okay.
And to answer the question, that was God. I had God's hand on me when that was happening. That's why none of what you wanted to happen happens. But you don't want to believe that. You don't want to believe that somebody that you hated so bad is loved by God.
So, y'all, I'm going to be bowing out because I'm starting to fall asleep. But I just want to bring this up because she's going to say something about me and my picture with my bird and it's being so old. Okay. If I can... Oh, first of all, if she can identify as a nurse, I can identify as my younger self with a bird hanging out on my shoulder. So if she can identify as a nurse, I can identify as my younger self. When I was young and cute, had a nice little ass back there. Not like what I got back there today. So I'm just saying, if she can identify as a fucking nurse, I can identify as my younger self. At least I'm identifying as myself.
There you go.
Just saying. But I'm off to the recliner because I'm falling asleep.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry to say. Had a rough day.
Your head was bobbing more than Tracy Lord's. It was really bobbing.
How good was? I mean, was I doing a good job? I mean, was I saving something for later?
I hope most of you don't even know who Tracy Lords is, so we'll just leave it at that.
I don't even know who the fuck it is.
You don't?
No, but I assumed it has something to do with fellatio.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. And I'm really, really pissed that I can't be here. You know, when Ultimate Deception was playing it, I almost got on and started doing it this morning, but I had a 10 o'clock appointment in Teams I had to do, so I couldn't do it. But I almost did. I thought about it. I should have. All right, y'all. Have a great night. I see you later. Manny, behave yourself.
Later. If you take a nap and wake up and we're still here, feel free to come back.
Okay.
All right.
Hasta luego.
Bye.
I'm taking my angelic self and we're going north.
You do that, buddy. All right, let's continue with this nonsense.
And that's why she was able, after 3 hours of people just beating and stomping on her face, that she was able to heal and had no broken bones. No teeth were knocked out or chipped. They would rather believe and make a narrative of, I want to know why there was no, instead of accepting that the person that you despise, the person that by just her existing makes you feel substandard as a human, that has nothing to do with her. You want her to be more physically harmed than she actually was, and you do not want to believe that she's loved by God. That says more.
Who's ever said that they want to see her more physically harmed more? Have we ever said that? Not me. Not him. He's gone now. Not even Kristen. Not even Ophelia. Not even Frank. No one said she deserved it. And no one said it should happen again. So, see, this is where I have the problem with her.
About that than anything that could ever say about me. I know that you all see me working all the time, right? And anybody that has known me my whole life knows that I've been working since I was like 18. And that's another thing that bothers those men, especially the Hispanic one, because he sells like Mary Kay or Avon or something like that. And it's like, there's nothing bad about that, but the thing is, you nitpick on a female, me, and you're trying to say, oh, well, look at her fat self, look at her fat arms, look at her breasts. What do my breasts have anything to do with you? Why are you thinking of my breasts? Why are you looking at my breasts?
Why are we looking at her breasts? Really? Did she just ask that fucking question? Why are we looking at her breasts? And I'll say we, because you know you all are. And how can you not? This is one of those. See, I have a problem with these people that let it all hang out, and then they get pissed off because people are looking. And I don't mean just men; women look too. So what is the problem with that? And anyway, me, personally me, and I'm trying to think for him, but for him it's a little different. That's him. I'm me. Probably haven't said anything that you haven't mentioned first. You haven't said yourself first. Publicly.
If I want to have them squished together like that, you know, and that's the look I'm going for that day, that's fine. If I want to not have them squished together and have them be apart a little bit, that's my business, right? If I have cellulite and I'm not afraid to show my cellulite, that's my business. The level of skin that I want to show the world, that's my business, right? So his point is to try to dehumanize me, but when you think about it deeply, he is trying to say she doesn't fit the beauty standards.
First of all, there isn't a such thing as a standard of beauty. Is there for a modeling agency? Is there for a magazine? Perhaps. Is there for regular people? Is there a beauty standard for the human race? There isn't. And I know that's something you like to focus on, this standard of beauty and who fits your standard, because you have a standard of beauty for yourself. And we know this because every time you argue with somebody, one of your commenters, you go on and on and on about how ugly they are. That's all you do. That's all you do. So think about what you said again, Missy, because you are the one holding people up to a certain standard.
And it's like, sir, you're a man. If you want to talk about standards, then you do not fit the traditional male standard.
Again, what's the male standard? You know what the male standard is? XY chromosomes. I got tools hanging there. That's a male standard. The only one putting a criteria on beauty or whatever is you, her herself.
Because a provider is not somebody that is traditionally seen as selling Avon or Mary Kay.
Oh, really? So with the Avon and the merch, and I have a print business also on the side, a small one, but it's there. Am I going to become a millionaire off of it? No, but it fills the gaps, right? And I got a full-time job, full-time employment. So I don't know what she's talking about. And all I'm doing is supplementing. Because you know what? I like gadgets. I like toys. I like stuff. And if I don't get them myself, ain't a goddamn person out there who's going to buy me any of that stuff. Sell crack? Yeah, I should sell crack and then sell her some, right? Yeah, we'll get to that too. So forgive her because she knows not what she says.
As a man.
Oh, so what I was going to get to is that, yeah, so doing that to sustain yourself and your obligations. And you got to do whatever you got to do. Work. If I got to do 2 jobs or 3 jobs or get another side gig, then that's what I got to do. That's what you do. And for the guy with a family, he's got to work 2 or 3 jobs, then that's what he's got to do. What does standard of beauty or whatever have to do with how you make a living? Why am I even arguing with this idiot? I don't know.
Right? But you're trying to dehumanize a woman because she doesn't meet the standards of beauty that you and your partner, the white man, want everybody to see. Look, she's fat. She has fat here and she has fat here. And look at how she has a fat cat. No, I'm not even kidding. And the bitter Hispanic ladies from here from the Valley, and of course all the white haters participate, but the bitter Hispanic ladies from the Valley are like, look at her fat legs, and it's like, man, please, we can just imagine what yours look like, first of all. I don't even know why you're all up in there like that, because we're just bitter, please. You act like if people haven't seen you in public, it's the Rio Grande Valley, we're eventually going to see you in public, right? We know that you don't got, like, you know, you're there sans cellulite. You know, smooth as can be. No, ma'am. No. You're mad because we're about the same age, and I do not care what people think about me. And you could never, ever be vulnerable in those ways. And it bothers you. And you're just like this man. All of y'all on there, and the white haters are like that too. The white haters are there because I don't take their shit. Then I'm never going to.
Yeah.
That's why the most vicious of white haters are on that page. That's
Really? You guys are the most vicious of the white haters? Of the white hate? Like the worst of the worst? Oh my.
why he's okay with being the Hispanic Candace Owens of the Rio Grande Valley.
The Hispanic Candace Owens of the Rio Grande Valley. Yeah, she said that.
Right? He loves it because he doesn't have his own audience, but now he has found the perfect thing. I will always have an audience if I siphon all of the people that can't have access to her and hate her the most. I will pass out cheese and crackers on my platform to them. Come here. Because without you, I have no one else. Let's all hate together. That's what that is.
So she's saying, does she actually think people hate her because of how she looks? Is that where she's going with this? Because she hasn't said anything about her court cases. Or why she's been arrested so many times. She hasn't talked about that. She'll talk about how big her ass is, but she won't talk about her court cases. And then she gets upset when people talk about her ass. Doesn't work that way. So, what I got to say about that is, yep.
That's what that is. And I know that this is not going to be the first dynamic where there's going to be hateful men like that and they're going to be targeting a woman, because the next generation is going to have a white man like that. Right now, he's a white boy somewhere. And a Hispanic man like that. And right now, he's a Hispanic boy somewhere. that's going to target a female who is right now just a girl somewhere.
You mean target someone that's spewing lies and just wants to expose what the truth is about you because you're bullshitting about other people, accusing other people, and you are the way you are, which you've put on display, on public display, and you want to hold political office? I don't think so. So there's a reason for the madness. It's not random. I'm not picking on you. And if you think I'm picking on you, it's certainly not for no reason.
And that generation's going to grow up, and that same dynamic is going to be in place. And I'll be damned if she's not going to grow up and see me be like, honey, if you're watching this in the future, this is why you shouldn't be bothered by that. And if you cannot...
What about, honey, if this is you in the future, don't do crack, don't do drugs, don't steal from the government, don't steal glasses, don't drive drunk, don't drive while you're high, don't stalk people, okay? Basically, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did, and then you'll be just a normal person. You have a job. If you're married, you have kids, and you're trying to raise them, and then you'll be normal. See how she totally messed that one up? Why? Because she only wants you to judge her on how I see her or how somebody else sees her, not by what she's doing herself. Yeah. This conversation is pretty much over. She's lost 3 times already.
Understand why these men are hating on you so badly, then take some of what I'm saying, and then you'll probably understand that it has nothing to do with you. Nothing. In fact, it's probably one of them. It's probably because he used to dress as a woman, and he's very open about that, which means he probably envies you in some way. You know, he really wants to be kind of how you are, like literally, like a...
Nope. For one, he does belong to the LGBTQ community. 2, he did pageants for money. He did it for money, and he won some money. And then he's, it's too much work. I'm not going to keep doing this. And he quit doing it. He didn't do it because he wants to be you or look like you. He did what he did back then for money. And I'm sure he'd like some of the attention. That never hurts. So what? But he did it for money. And he did it for a very short time. And then he was done. Not because he envies you or anyone like you. Please give me a freaking break.
Norman Bates kind of thing. And then the other one is still kind of Norman Batey.
Oh, and you give us Misery vibes. Anybody sees the movie Misery? Yeah. That's the kind of vibes we get. And then the movie called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Remember that one?
But it's because he can't ever have you. He can't ever be with you. He's probably attracted to you, and you don't ever want to have nothing to do with him. And he knows that. But he's never going to admit it.
Daddy, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't rub on you with Bam's, you know what. Don't flatter yourself too much, Vanessa. Come on, it's not appealing. You already like to look at yourself too much. Just leave it at that. Don't start thinking that men want you. Except for Thai Guy. Thai Guy might want you. So you may want to pick up some more Thai listeners. So I know that makes you feel good. I know you pretend to be shocked, but in reality, you're looking at that photo. It's probably wallpaper on your computer. But don't flatter yourself.
And so what they cannot be and what they cannot have, they will do their best to try to destroy, so that it becomes something that is, you know how people self-sabotage things? They'll
Self-sabotage? Oh, you mean the way you do? The way you self-sabotage? I mean, I think you're the best person to discuss that because you do it so well.
like somebody, they'll love somebody so much, and for whatever reason they sabotage something, so that that person, or the eye of their affect, the object of their affection, then becomes something that is undesirable. They see me as desirable. That man sees me as desirable, and so does the white man. They both see me as desirable.
Bam, too?
They don't want.
Is she calling Bam bisexual? Oh. What a freaking wench. How dare you? Is Bam aware of this? God.
Other people to see me as desirable. And the only way to make that happen is to dehumanize me and to point out how I do not fit their standards of female beauty. These are men saying it. These are not even women saying it.
I see beauty from the inside first. First, that's the important thing. Once you fuck up the inner beauty, then the outside beauty don't fucking matter. It doesn't matter at all whatsoever. And if you're ugly inside, then the outside doesn't fucking matter either. It doesn't matter one bit. But obviously, we know how she sees things, right? We have said, well, Bam has said it. I think I might have said, well, you know, she's not ugly. And in the years past, at some days or whatever, she's okay, fine. She's not ugly. But this the way that she is, it's like you can't even it's hard to explain. But not attractive, not appealing outside or inside at all. And for her to suggest that, she's talk about the word delusional, right?
And it's like, I don't know when the last time is that either one of them can even see their feet standing up.
I can see my feet and my toes. I can see my belt.
I don't think so. No, it's not happening.
See, she knows nothing. She's just, that's what you call talking shit.
I'm not going to care like that. But I do want to point out, and I do want to highlight that he promotes a platform of a majority of white hate. It's a white hate platform with a sprinkling of Hispanics. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
White hate. What am I, the KKK now? Is that what it is? Is that what I am now? Part of the white sheet militia? Is that what it is?
And that's what I have to say about that. Because a lot of you messaged me, and I was like, you know what? Let me let y'all know how I feel about it. And there's violence there too. There is. There is. Do you know how many white people are on that page saying, you see, that's why she got beat up. She didn't learn her lesson. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding.
Well, that's probably a fact. You did something to get it. You obviously, Kelly. Oh man, Grand Dragon. Yes. Okay. God, that's pretty funny. I now forget where I was going with this.
Remember the night that I said, it was like 2 nights ago, and I said, and if you're watching me right now and you don't like me, and you want to say something like, well, I can't understand what she says. She don't even know what she's talking about. No, it's because you don't understand the way that I'm speaking.
Nobody does. Nobody understands the logic of Vanessa, except for Vanessa.
Because you've never heard somebody speak like this. There's nothing wrong with my communication. You just never, you don't understand. It's a cognitive issue, and you don't even know what the word cognitive means. It literally is a bunch of mad white folks of every walk of life. And they're all there, and they're all hating with some of the most vicious, little, bitter, mostly females. Hardly any males anymore from the Rio Grande Valley. Hardly any at all. It's the same old bitter ass ladies. It's the same ones. They used to be on the other man's hate page. So that Hispanic man, along with that white man, have that platform where I am the only reason that they get any attention in their lives at all. I am. I'm the only
what was his name?
reason.
Mr.
The only one. The only reason. And so there they are, and then they want you to, and then the white man,
The
wants
British
you to
guy?
buy his
I forgot his
Pampered
name.
Chef items. So one sells Pampered Chef, and please go buy Pampered Chef from other people that do not participate on hate pages, y'all. Please, if you know anybody that sells that stuff, please give your money to people that sell it and don't run hate pages. If you like Avon or Mary Kay or whatever it is that Hispanic man sells, please buy it from other men or other women that do not run hate pages. Please.
Yeah, right.
If you can do that.
That's it, Mr. Taylor.
I would
Taylor, right.
appreciate that. That I would. That I would. So.
Well, and she keeps bringing it up.
But yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Oh, there's the first one. There's the link to shopwithmanny.com.
They are. I mean, can you imagine what I would do? I mean, you all have seen me deal with a hater one-on-one. I'm a scientist, I'm a biologist, I'm a nurse. My observational skills are out of this world.
A scientist? Is that what she said?
If I were to do a split screen of me and those a video of me and the white man, and then a video of me and the Hispanic man, and I critiqued everything about each one of them, that would be amazing.
Then do it.
That would be amazing.
Then do it.
I've never done that to them, but I can do that.
I know you can do it because you do it to all your people who comment on your freaking shows. You attack them without knowing anything about them other than looking at their profile picture, their profile photo. So we know you can do it. So come and do it. I don't care. I know what I got to deal with when you go public and put your face out there. You got to take the hits, the good and the bad.
That would be amazing, because I'm going to critique everything to the way that, like, the nuances that you didn't even know about yourself. Even though you've seen that face in the mirror your entire life, I will literally see something that you never picked up on, or something that you do that you never realized that you did in that way. And then, of course, I can always, you know, in the same way, but you see, I'm not like them. In the same way that they want to dehumanize me, make me look undesirable, because again, why are they trying so hard to make me look undesirable? Because if I'm already undesirable, then you don't have to work hard to tell people, look, she's fat.
You make yourself undesirable. And I never said it was a physical thing. Because that's none of my business. Excuse me. You make yourself undesirable. Now, you may think you're desirable, but everything you do makes you yourself undesirable. I don't have to help you with that at all. You're doing a good job by yourself.
Look, she has a fat private area.
Again, something that she brought up herself, and she named it. What did she name her fat private area?
Look, her boobs are so big that when she puts them together, it looks like this. If I already looked that bad and undesirable, then you wouldn't have to work so hard. You wouldn't. But the thing is, you both desire me. They both desire me. And they both see me as desirable. And the fact that they know that they
collective
see me
face
as
plant
desirable is what fuels them to be like, no, if I see her that way, they're gonna see her that way. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Because we all know that we've all seen it. We've all seen people, you know.
There is a better case out there. There's a better case, better than the case you're trying to make of, oh, I'm infatuated with you or whatever. There's a better case that you got a secret crush this way. A lot of people have said it in the comments here tonight, and they've said it in the past. And there are reasons why that may be. And there are more valid reasons for that than thinking, I desire you. Good Lord. Like I said, I would touch you with a 10-foot pole.
We have family and friends, and they'll make videos and stuff, and not that many people will see their video. And you know, you don't gotta point out, you know, like how somebody doesn't meet a certain standard of beauty, right? But when you try so hard, that means you're fueled by the fact that you don't want people to see them. You don't want to see everything that's great about them, because you see it. You see it because if you truly felt, oh, she's very undesirable, then you would accept she is so undesirable that I don't have to make her look undesirable. No, it's because you know that I'm not. You know I'm highly desirable, especially in your eyes. Highly desirable, because that's the thing that fuels you. Otherwise, you would have been satisfied that, oh, I don't even have to do anything, because just looking at her, you can see how grotesque she is. How gross her legs and her cellulite and her fat thighs are. I'm just gonna think it because if I think it, the thing is that you don't think it's gross. You like all that shit you're watching. You like all that shit you're criticizing. You love it. But you don't want no one else to love it. And you want to make money off it. And nobody finds anything that you say interesting unless it's about me. Good morning, Miss Lisa Jean. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Alicia Valdez. Good morning.
I'm gonna skip through this.
What I do is I'm not performing here.
Oh yes, it is.
This is not a performance.
Crackhead entertainment.
I have performed before. I've done a lot of theater, but this is not a performance. And even though I sound this way, and even though, you know, I look this way, or I look the way I look when I dress up, none of what I've done here is a performance. I don't perform. And I think that's why they think that I'm competing, and why they feel the need to compete with me. That's why I don't have a stage, because I'm not performing. This is who I am as a human.
You're driving your stage around. You're driving on your stage. Your stage is your car. In case you didn't realize it.
This is who I press finish, and I'm still this person like this.
Turn off the car.
And
Finished.
If you were sitting here with me, this is exactly what you would see in real life and hear in real life. It's because they've never seen a human like that. And so they think it's a performance. But especially when you have like, so I have this hateful, you know, former drag queen, and that lets us know, well, this is a person that really likes attention, yes. And then you have this man that seems to me like a narcissist, and so he wants all the attention. Narcissists always want attention. But the thing is, I get attention on my own. Just by being me. I'm not even, when I try, I get a hell of a lot more attention. But they're bothered by the fact that I'm just pressing live. And I'm just existing. And so when that narcissist that, you know, I mean, since he's saying that I don't fit the standard of beauty, let's be honest. He doesn't fit the standard of male beauty. Those inappropriate, you know, male beauty. He doesn't have the face, right? It's like, you want to call me fat and everything, but the thing is that you have a face for radio. It's true.
Have I ever called her fat? Seriously. I don't believe I have. In fact, I've said many times that it's not. I try to stay away from any of that opinion. And I try to say all the time, that's not my place to comment on her body. Do you hit some of the highlights or lowlights? Because she says, look. Yeah, I have. But I don't think I've ever called her fat or made anything like that. If I have, somebody could show me or whatever. Might have, maybe a once or okay, maybe. I don't remember, but I'll leave it as possible. For the most part, and I know Bam likes to run with this one, he hasn't said anything about her physically that she hasn't said first. You know what that means.
It's true, I have cellulite. It's true that when, you know, I wear a certain kind of bra, it pushes my boobs together. And it's also true that nothing about your face fits the male standard of handsome. Nothing.
There's
You
no
are sans
standard.
charisma.
What's standard? What's standard? Who created that standard? Where can I see this standard? Everything to her is about looks. Everything. Oh, obviously.
There's no charisma there. It's bland. It's just like that. Like nothing. Right? That's why he has that former drag queen sidekick, because that's where the energy comes from. Because he has such a flat effect. He has such a flat effect. There's nothing. There's like, I feel so sorry for any partners that he may have, because he must not be that nice to them. Because if I were to guess, because he always makes, you know, inferences about my life. So if I were to guess about that Hispanic man, I don't think that he treats his girlfriends well. I would not think that he would treat a girlfriend well, because he doesn't show emotion. And if I'm right, and he's a narcissist and he doesn't show emotion,
if you
and
only
obviously
knew.
you don't have any ambition in your life, because you're not trying to like get a technical trade. You're not trying to like, I don't even see like an entrepreneurial aspect, you know, like you're.
And she knows all this how? I mean, she's trying to play it off to her people like she knows me. The fuck is she talking about? What are you talking about, Vanessa?
Building your own business or anything, like you're selling Avon or Mary Care, whatever it is, and you stream me. And you're on the board of something that has meetings every like other Tuesday. But that,
Like I said, what she doesn't know could fill a book.
it's not a provider. Like that's not the traditional male sense of a provider. Even an entrepreneur that doesn't have a Monday through Friday job or a technical skill or something, they're creating their own, with their own creativity, their own thoughts and everything, they're creating a source of income.
So I guess the only way to have a true something out there that you look forward to, a drive for something, for her means literally driving 14 hours a day. That's the kind of drive she's talking about. So because I don't drive 14 hours a day, I have no drive or no desire for something. Am I perfect? I'm not. Have I fucked up many situations? I have. What do? You move on and you try to be better. And you try to do better. Am I what she's saying? Fuck no. She don't even know me. Again, what she's trying to do is she's trying to be like when you call the psychic hotline and they just throw out some generalizations. And something has to stick. Something has to stick. But she knows nothing about my career or what I do or what I might do or what I'm going to do and everything I do on the side. Because sometimes for some people, you got to have more than one hustle just to get by in life. But at least I'm not having 12 arrests. I'm not in court about to go to jail. I haven't defrauded the state of Texas or the government. So keep talking. Go ahead. Keep talking.
I mean, since you want to apply how, you know, well, she doesn't do this, and well, if she only didn't do this, and I don't care what you two men think I should be doing or not doing. But since we're on the subject, I mean, look, But since we're on this, I mean, since we're talking about it, I mean, let me give my thoughts, right? Let me just give my thoughts a little bit, right? So I feel that both of them are narcissistic. I feel that ever since they were little boys, they both knew that they wanted all eyes on them. But they were never interesting enough in their lives to have all eyes on them. Even when the white man still sometimes dresses up as a woman, you know, and that's why that guy, all flat effects and showing no emotion, probably is not nice to his female partners. Probably, oh my God, I get like manipulator vibes from him. I get like he's mean boyfriend vibes. I get like he juggles women vibes, and he thinks he's smarter than the women that he's with, that he can hide the juggling of those women. Those are the vibes I get. I mean, since these men are being so like honest about their opinion of me, I mean, that is the vibe that I get. And those kind of men are dangerous. They're dangerous. They are dangerous. It doesn't matter if one's openly gay and of the LGBTQ community. They're serial killers that are gay.
Did she just call Bam a serial killer? Or that he could be a serial killer? Oh my God. Did she just say that? Did she just make that comparison?
Both heterosexual people and, you know, people of the LGBTQ community, there are evil people from every demographic of life. One demographic, does you being part of one.
Even crazy nurses that are killers and drug addicts. In fact, there's probably more nurses that are drug addicts than there are gay serial killers. I don't know. That one could be pretty close. I'd have to do the research.
Demographic does not mean, oh, you could never do this. No, your evil is so obvious. It is so obvious. That's why I was like, you know what? Just let me go ahead and post how he has been harassing me all these years. I mean,
and I'm not calling all nurses drug addicts by all means. I'm just doing what she's doing.
For almost a year. Right? Avon or Mary Kay, I don't know what he sells. I don't know. But you must feel every day, and let me tell you something. If these are men that since they were little boys, you know, obviously you're gonna grow up and you're gonna do what you do now to Vanessa Tijerina. It's so obvious that you want all eyes on you. Then your background is you used to be a drag queen, which means you really do like having a lot of attention and you don't mind doing.
So fucking what if somebody wants attention? So what? Look at you. How is that different? He did that for a short time, then he stopped. You're in your car 14 hours a day for years already. Who's got the problem? Who's the one with the problem?
Right? You don't. You like it. You like the attention. But it's a little bit different now because you probably put on, like, I mean, he still uses a picture of when he was maybe very, very thin in his life. And it probably bothers him greatly that he can't even dress up as a woman, even the way some, you know, a little bit overweight drag queens, they look hella sexy when they dress up. He can't even do that if he wanted to because he's let himself go so bad.
Yeah, why? Do you have any idea why he is how he is? Do you know why? Not that you need any fucking explanation, but do you know why sometimes that happens to people? Different things in their life happen. Excuse the language.
I mean,
This bitch. I wish Ben was here to defend himself. I really do.
this is a man that wants to criticize me as a woman. This is a man who wants to criticize me as a woman. I'm going to give my thoughts on why I believe that your hate has stemmed towards me. That's it.
Oh my God.
So that and there not be something
Sorry, I
wrong
hit
with
it by
you in your
accident.
mind. Like
I forgot.
I was that little girl that you were.
I didn't see how
so
far back I was.
bad. You all know Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver. Remember him? It's on Flat Effect. Do that if he wanted to, because he's let himself go so bad.
Okay,
I
here we
mean,
go.
this is
Sorry, I
a man
lost
that
my
wants
place
to
by
criticize me
accident.
as a woman. This is a man who wants to criticize me as a woman. I'm going to give my thoughts on why I believe that your hate has stemmed towards me. These are all my thoughts. This is exactly why. So something formed in either one of them. Something happened. I don't know what. But they both, one is very, very narcissistic, that he has a flat effect and shows no emotion. And the other one is mean and has no problem showing the energy. And it's scary because one keeps it bottled in, and when you keep your emotions bottled in and you never show your emotions, you become explosive. But he will never do that on camera. But can you imagine? Like, he seems like the kind of person that would see this video and off camera would be like kicking and throwing things around and getting upset and gritting his teeth, and then when the camera comes on, flat effect.
Oh, so she's saying like violent. So does she think that I hide or I go away off the camera and I start screaming and yelling and kicking the garbage can? Or is that what she thinks? There's a bunch of people who could tell you differently, but you keep thinking what you think.
No emotion. Manipulating the entire audience into thinking I'm completely unbothered when literally you are a pathological emotional wreck. You just don't show it. And the other one is,
Well, there is some stuff that I keep bottled in. Shit happened in your life. I choose to keep it in, and then at some point it just blah, comes out. And so what? Tell me that hasn't happened to every single freaking person watching this program anywhere in the world. Yeah, there's some people who just let out their emotions and they go out with it, come out with it every single time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. It comes out when it wants to come out. But so what? I don't go around kicking and throwing stuff. I mean, I have. But that's like, I don't know, once in a great while, people freak out, and mostly happens outside or something. I don't go around kicking the walls or kicking garbage cans.
just freely and appropriately open about his energy and his hateful energy and all that. Like, no big deal.
Hateful energy.
And he knows that about himself. The Hispanic man knows that about himself. He's like, I can't do this like, I'm boring AF. I'm boring AF. I'm not good looking. I'm not interesting.
Well, I do need a haircut. That's for sure. I'm guilty. I do need a haircut. But I don't think anyone's ever called me boring before. I don't think. And how the hell would she know? He wouldn't.
I don't want to look like I'm mean because I try to give this. You see, have you noticed that he's not as mean to me? He likes that the white man, the white former drag queen, is the one that's being mean, because then he looks like just like Goody Two Shoes. He gives me Eddie Haskell vibes so bad. The Hispanic gives me Eddie Haskell vibes so bad. You all know Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver.
Believe it or not, I know about Leave It to Beaver. I know who Eddie Haskell is. I've never seen an episode of Leave It to Beaver. Ever. Ever. Didn't interest me. I didn't like black and white programs growing up. The only black and white program that I liked was The Honeymooners and a little bit of the Andy Griffith Show. A little bit, because that was kind of past me already. But Eddie Haskell? Really? Okay.
Remember him? He would always be really nice when the parents were around, but he was the biggest troublemaker. He was the instigator of all of the bad things when the parents, and you know? And he's okay with letting that former, you know, man, the former drag queen male, the white male, be the one that's openly being the most hateful, because it makes him still look Goody Two Shoes, like, well, I'm a hater, but like I'm more of a conservative hater. And it's like, no, you're both pathological. There's things wrong with you. And you're both fixated on the same female. You're both fixated on the same female.
See, if there was no reason for me being the way I am with this one, I would say maybe she's got a point. But of course, she's not telling her people why I do what I do. She's leaving that little detail out. Why do I stream you? Why do I try to contradict you at every chance that I know of? According to the facts that I know, and according to the facts that are on paper, according to facts that you have said yourself on videos, and now you contradict yourself 2 or 3 years later. But I'm the messed up one. Okay.
And as much as you want the world to see her as undesirable, because you're trying to point out the obvious, right? Because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be like, well, you know, she's obviously undesirable, and it's like, no, if it was obvious, you wouldn't. First of all, it's not that. She's desirable because you see it.
Yes, it is from this morning.
If you really believed all of the negative things you say about her, you wouldn't try so hard to push it, because it wouldn't be just obvious to you, it would be obvious to the rest of the world. The truth is, that's not the case. And you're pushing a fake and false narrative, because she will never have shit to do with either one of you. And you're both jealous that she has and embodies aspects, masculine aspects, standing up for herself, fighting for social justice, the ability to, you know.
What do you fight for? Fight for what? The only thing you should have been fighting for is your kids. Fuck social justice and fuck the education, whatever. Fight for your damn girls. That is the only fight of your life you should have had. But did you do it? Simple question. Did you do that? You folded like a cheap suit.
Have a following without even trying. When both of you men have lived all your whole lives wishing that you were that kind of human. That's why they've paired up together and, you know, they're doing this. I mean, you know, since you want to have an opinion on me, that's my opinion. All right.
I am in a better place. A lot of us are. To give a good opinion on you because of all the crap about yourself, because of all the stuff about yourself that you've put out there in the last 6 to 8 years. We have a better angle to make a reasonable opinion on you. And it's just an opinion. But when it compares to what we know about you versus what you know about me or us or whoever, we go by what we've seen for years, what you've put on video for years, for hours a day. What do you know about me? Nothing. Because you got 99.9999999% of it wrong already. And you claim you don't watch. And even if you did, I don't think you could gather anything from me. So, you see how who's in a better position to have an opinion on the other one? You or me? I win again.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Here I am, you know, not necessarily defending myself against them, because I really don't think that I need to defend myself, because it's obvious. It is the only people that are supporting that on. You're never going to see dignified people on that page. Ever. Ever. That's why I also did this, because I knew a lot of you were like, do you know that they are making these videos again about you? And I'm like, y'all, in just the same way that you, for the rest of my life, you're never going to see a dignified, salt of the earth human ever speak against me. You are never going to see a good human speak against me ever in my entire life, ever.
Well, you're about to have 12 dignified people speak on you, against you, or about you pretty soon. Right?
Is the same reason that you are never going to see a dignified human on the page of that Hispanic man and that white former drag queen.
Okay. Pet peeve. Why does she say white? Why not just white? Why does she got to do white? Is it really white? Is it what? Or just what? But she thinks she's emphasizing something pretty powerful there. White hate.
Ever. You are never going to see a dignified human. It's always going to be...
You neither. Not even if you look in a mirror.
A broken, despicable, white hater, or Hispanic, bitter older women, and a few men that feel about me exactly the same way that those two men feel about me. That's all you're going to see on there. You're never going to see a decent, dignified, kind human being, and I'm fine with that.
You can repeat that over and over as many times as you want to. It's not going to make it the truth. That's just the delusions in your fantasy land that you live in.
I'm fine with that. Because the day that those men don't have a problem with me, there's something wrong with me. Because there's something seriously wrong with those men. It's quite obvious. They know their deficiencies. That's why they behave in the way that they do. You know, you don't become fixated on a woman like that and there not be something wrong with you in your mind.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Again, she fails to point out why I do what I do. She fails to point out the truth about what happened to her that day, Christmas Eve. She fails to point out that she is a drug abuser. She fails to point out that she does drive while under the influence of who knows what. Do you want to talk about that though, right? Wonder why.
There's something wrong with you. It's quite obvious. But always do that. Always do that. Whenever there's a platform and you never see a dignified human on there and it's nothing but trash people.
By the way, did you notice? She's got a little burn mark right there in the middle. The lower lip, right in the middle. Anybody catch that?
Come on, guys. I'm not going to care about that. I'm not going to care about that. But I am going to care about the little girl right now who hasn't even entered her teen years, that's going to be the next generation's female that's targeted by then there's a little boy somewhere, there's a little white boy right now somewhere, and there's a little Hispanic boy right now somewhere that's going to grow up to be their generations of those two men.
But a little girl that you won't have anymore, because not that I'm laughing at it, but who are you to speak anything about kids? You gave up on yours. So I would say, yeah, you don't have a leg to stand on. You cannot comment on kids anymore. You can't. And what is a parent going to say to her kid? She's going to say, don't do drugs. Don't hoe yourself. Don't get arrested. Don't steal stuff. And then you won't be targeted. Now, if you go live and you do a live show and you become a YouTuber or whatever they want to call it, and you're live all the time, you're in public, so people get to talk about you. So you got to learn how to handle that. That is what a parent's going to say to her kid. The parent is not going to say, oh, you can go online. Nobody's going to bother you. No, nobody. You know, if they do, it's because there's a bunch of hateful men, and that's all. No. Men and women are going to criticize for whatever the reason. It doesn't matter what it is. If you put your life on a live show, they're going to talk about you at some point. Somebody's going to have something to say. All you got to do is look at Taylor Swift. In this so-called goody two-shoe attitude that she has. I don't know anything about her. So I'm not really giving an opinion on her. I don't even know her music. I probably listened to it here at some point. Know nothing about her. But a bad joke gets told in her direction. It wasn't even necessarily about her. a bad joke in her direction, apparently she's butthurt. We don't even know if that's true. But she made a face. Everybody's running to her defense, and because of a bad joke, which was not even funny. I don't even think it was a joke. It was an observation, is what it was. But apparently, she's all butthurt now. How dare you get butthurt? You know what I would be like? Say what you want. I don't care. I just made $1 billion last year. End of story. Get on with your life.
It's sad. And they are currently living the circumstances in their households that created what's happening in their mind, that is going to present itself in the same way and in the same hate as it has in these adult men. And what I care about is there being a reference point. And honey, if you are watching this and you're watching this like 10 years later, and it's like, I was that little girl that you were speaking of, and now I'm being told, yes, honey, you are. But just remember everything I'm saying. If you don't ever see a dignified human being on any of the pages that are doing this to you, you're not the problem. You were never the problem. Ever. And when those type of vile, hateful people start to not have a problem with you, that's something to worry about. That's something to worry about. They can hate all they want. Just stay away from me. Don't contact me like that white man. Hate me all you want, but don't be contacting me. I don't want to talk to you. And since you're there critiquing me, let me show the whole world how you've been trying to get me to speak to you in private. That's the reason that I posted the video below this one. That's what I got to say about that.
That's true.
I will admit though, anything they can do, I can do better. We all know that, right? That's one of the reasons that they don't like me, is that I do better, everything better than they can ever. Anything that they do, I can do better. Anything they do. Anything they do. If I were to sit there and critique not only them, but their audience,
I don't care. By the way, quick update. I need 11 more people to follow so I can make the 10,000 mark on Facebook. 11. So I've got about 500 or more invites out there to, like my page, or I think follow my page. And only just a tiny little amount have come back, for the last year. I've been doing this, trying to chase that down for 2 years already. So 11, if you haven't followed my page, please go to Manny Behind the Mic and do so. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Now back to what the heifer was saying.
I'm serious. I couldn't be that way. I have the ability to self-edit. I can choose to do that though, and that would be amazing.
Thanks, Chuck.
Because I'd be like, let's look at this person and see why they would be hating.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, they have nothing going for them, and they look like this. And I'm much wittier, and I have better comedic timing, and I show emotions in a
better comedic
way.
timing? Really? Okay.
So it's better.
Right. You keep telling yourself that.
So anyways, that's what I have to say, and I hope everybody has a good Wednesday. And thank you for keeping me company and hearing me out. I needed to get this out there.
That's how you know she probably didn't sleep all night last night. You know this.
And I purposely did this with no makeup on.
Oh God.
Cause I don't care, please.
Me too. No
Y'all
makeup.
see me through the years. Sometimes I will, poke at one of my pimples when I know I shouldn't be doing that. And I don't care. I'm still gonna go live. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care about shit like that.
What do you want, an
Me
award?
being vulnerable like that is authenticity, and that's what these men don't get.
Authenticity?
Those men have no authenticity. It is, if you are trying to dress up as a woman, the fact that you are dressing up means you are not authentically that. You are not, if you have to dress up as something, you are not authentically that. Right off the bat.
If you're dressing up like a woman. What? I gotta hear that again.
And I show emotions in an unhateful way.
So do I.
So it's better. So anyways, that's what I have to say, and I hope everybody has a good Wednesday. And thank you for keeping me company and hearing me out. I needed to get this out there. And I purposely did this with no makeup on. Cause I don't care, please. Y'all have seen me through the years. Sometimes I will, poke at one of my pimples when I know I shouldn't be doing that. And I don't care. I'm still gonna go live. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care about shit like that. Me being vulnerable like that is authenticity, and that's what these men don't get. Those men have no authenticity. It is, if you are trying to dress up as a woman, the fact that you are dressing up means you are not authentically that.
Well, any male who dresses like a female will never be authentically a female. That's true. But Bam did it last night because he was just mocking you. That was a show. That was a show. So
you are not, if you have to dress up as something, you are not authentically that. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. If you have to have a microphone, you do not authentically have a good voice. Because you need a microphone. If you need a stage, then you are not authentically entertaining. I'm entertaining just by being me. I don't have to perform. I just have to speak. All of this is authentic. And what these two men don't understand is, have they not seen the science yet? Authenticity is the strongest. There's nothing stronger than authenticity. Nothing at all. Not even hate. not even love. There is no human energy stronger than authenticity. And it is so strong because it is so rare to see a level of authenticity from human beings that is as like this. You hardly ever see it. Some people can do it a little bit. Some people can be a little bit authentic, but not everybody can, because to be authentic is to make yourself very vulnerable. And those men could never. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to be a woman, you know, and act like a woman because you hate this woman, well, everything about it is inauthentic. It's staged. There's a literal stage. They use stages. Their background's not authentic. This is authentic background. She's legit in her car. She's legit in her recliner. She's legit at wherever location she's at. You have to put a...
Sorry, I had to pause what I was for this nonsense over here because I had to look at something beautiful and funny, but something that's, you know, some personal things in your life that are real important, and make this mean nothing. This is nothing. It's just a thing I do, and it's a show. And yes, I'm trying to expose certain truths. But when you got life and the things you love and people you love, and you got to pay attention to that and put all this stupid shit aside. And I had to do that. That's all. I had to do that. It's, oh God. Back to the nonsense.
green screen behind you. Off the bat, you're not authentic. Like, literally everything about your show is inauthentic. If it's a show...
Okay. I got to back up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Like this. You hardly ever see it. Some people can do it a little bit. Some people can be a little bit authentic. But not everybody can, because to be authentic is to make yourself very vulnerable.
So if I say, fuck you, I'm telling you now, that's authentic. That comes from right here. That's authentic. If there's anyone fake here, Vanessa. Because everybody can see right through you.
And those men could never. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to be a woman, you know, and act like a woman because you hate this woman.
Chris Baker remembers? Yeah. So when I was with another dude on another page before I started my own page, we interviewed her. And that's right. She had a green screen effect going. She had the state of Texas, the flag of Texas, as her backdrop. So does that mean you were not authentic? Does that mean you're not authentic, Vanessa? You know, because that was the same thing that I'm doing here with this thing. And why do I do this? Because the alternative is just a custom color tannish beige wall with nothing on it. That's it. I figured this is nicer to look at than just a beige wall from an obvious office. So if that's not authentic, you got it, Vanessa. That's not authentic. That's all you got, really? That's all you got?
Well, everything about it is inauthentic. It's staged. There's a literal stage. They use stages. Their background's not authentic.
Hey, your car is your stage. What the fuck are you talking about? Your car is your stage. And yet you're breaking the law doing that too by driving around, looking at your screen, reading your screen. Although you keep wanting to defy the law, but someday, God forbid, I say God forbid, someday your luck's going to run out and you're going to crash. And then what's Vanessa going to say then? Fuck, I shouldn't have been reading the screen. I shouldn't have been live. I should have listened to Manny behind the mic. Oh my God, what were they doing? That's what you're going to say. That is what you're going to say.
This is authentic background. She's legit in her car. She's legit in her recliner. She's legit at wherever location she's at. You have to put a green screen behind you. Off the bat, you're not authentic. Like literally everything about your show is inauthentic. If it's
What's it doesn't even make sense. What is inauthentic about it? Do you even know what that means? What is the significance about a background picture? Some people will say your stethoscope is fake. Your stethoscope is not authentic. Your home is not authentic because you're hardly ever there. See how stupid that logic is? And you claim to be so smart. You claim to be so smarter than y'all. Times 100. Smarter than all of y'all put together times 100. You remember that? Well, if you forgot, it's on my TikTok page if you want to go look at it. Yeah, you said that. Remember? And you're brilliant. Remember? This doesn't sound too brilliant.
a show, it's not real. It's inauthentic. This is real life. It's always been real life.
It can be real life when you crash too.
And then for authenticity, that's there nothing stronger than authenticity. That's why they don't like me, and that's why they hate me, and they don't even realize it because they're not even smart enough to get that.
Well, you're authentic because you drive around in your car for 14 hours a day? That makes you authentic? You guys hear how stupid that sounds? Do you realize how idiotic that sounds? Oh, brilliant one. Oh, you got fake tits. Is that authentic? You went the ultimate unauthentic. Getting those phony breasts made of artificial material. Artificial, unauthentic. Artificial, unauthentic. You altered your body parts with surgery. That doesn't sound very authentic, does it? Point Manny again. So don't talk about authentic or unauthentic. Frankly, excuse my French, everybody, just shut the fuck up about it. Because you know nothing about what authenticity is. Continue.
Who's John Racer? I bet you won't go live. I bet you won't go live, Delosico. I bet you won't go lie, right? It's always men. Why? Like that, you know? Now I'm gonna have a bunch of men coming over who I have triggered in the same way that I have triggered that Hispanic man and that white man. That's the only reason these men are gonna come over here. Because I have opened up a wound. That's the only reason. That he probably been watching me for a long time, but right now I triggered something so bad that he actually had to say something.
Oh, she's talking about that viewer.
I'm not gonna stop being authentic so these men's ego.
Oh, you stopped being authentic. The minute you went under the knife, you are no longer authentic. Period.
Won't be bruised. I'm not gonna stop being authentic just so that the egos of these white haters won't be bothered. I don't care. I'm gonna press live. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if I want to speak on what other people are trying to do regarding the narrative of me, I'm gonna do that. And if that bothers the people that are trying to monger all this hate against me, that's your problem. That don't have nothing to do with me. It doesn't, it's not my fault that my opinion is more interesting than yours. And it's not my fault that people find me more entertaining than you without me even trying to entertain. It's not my fault.
Well, that's true. Crackhead entertainment. We don't call it that for no reason at all. You in your car for hours a day, although a lot of times it's starting to get, not starting, it's been boring for a long time. But you in your car provide a lot of entertainment. Yes, you do. My entertainment is a commentary I do calling out your stupidities and your lies and your ridiculousness and your unauthenticity. So when I call that stuff out, I'm entertaining people. So you're partially right. Again, Manny for the win. Man, this is turned out to be a slaughter here. Oh, I know you thought you had it in the bag. I know you came out swinging this morning. Let me get in my car because I got to do a live. Didn't even sleep all night. Let me get to my car. I bet you couldn't wait to get into your car. What was it, 6 o'clock in the morning? Something like that? You thought you knocked it out of the park. Oh, that's okay. It's not the first time you're delusional.
It's not my fault. So. I love you. I love you. Thank you, Miss Kirkland. Thank you. Because because, oh my goodness. Because
I mean, you got to admit, when you're talking about authenticity, she just walked right into that one. She just handed that to me on a silver platter and said, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. And it was an easy one. The fact that she can't see it is what's important here.
So many people aren't actualized. And the majority of people are okay not being actualized. Y'all know what that means, right? The majority of people are okay not being actualized. Right? It's in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The majority of people are okay with being in this part of the pyramid. They just want to live their lives and be comfortable, feel safe and secure, and that's it, right? But men, especially because they're men, and this world has put a lot of expectations towards men, especially men. Not so much with women, but especially men. It makes them feel inferior when they see a woman actually actualizing. Because the very top tier is actualizing, which means becoming your best self. And whether they realize it or not, because of the expectations that people have, especially on men, and especially in our society, no, really all over the world actually, men are the ones that are expected to actualize their lives more than women are expected to. That's why it's such a big deal when a woman actually actualizes.
There you go.
It really happens.
Hey, Vanessa, you happy now?
They don't even understand that
Does that make me authentic?
concept that I just said right now. They don't understand that concept because they probably never read about it. And I probably understand things about them simply based on my background and my credentials more than even they know about themselves. Like this man that came over here. He probably knows he doesn't like me, but he doesn't know exactly why he doesn't like me. Well, because you feel deficient in your life.
Oh my God.
You know? And so it's like, and if you're a man looking at this, or if you're one of those two other, you know, people like trying to, you know, that white man and that Hispanic man that have now created a platform for white hate, which it is. Oh shit, if you're bothered that I didn't do this later, I mean, you know, the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah, did some of you not see what I posted earlier? Confessing that I am white. I am white on the inside, brown on the outside. I am a coconut. And what about it? I was born and raised in Chicago. Before I was old enough to finish school, my neighborhood was already a yuppie neighborhood. I worked and lived amongst the white people. I worked downtown. I went to school downtown amongst white people. It's like I was raised with wolves by the wolves. I was raised around white people and brown and black and yellow and green. You name it, it was around me and it raised me. Still being brown, still brown. So when she says Hispanic, I mean, she thinks like the majority of people who live down here, you know, they were born and raised down here and they're American born. Parents are Mexican, but a lot of them were raised right up on the other side of the bridge here, but they're still American. But she doesn't know every fucking thing. She doesn't know everybody's background. She thinks like she's some kind of mind reader and a medium or what does she call it? A whatever. That she can read people and knows everything about them. She don't know jack. She don't know jack shit from Shinola. So, do I feel bad over any of this stuff that she's saying? Nope. Like I said, from Chicago, I got thicker skin. There's some emotional stuff, some certain things that do get to me easier. You saw it a few minutes ago. But this? Next time you want to do this, Vanessa, pack a lunch because it's going to take more than 2 hours to even make a dent. So keep trying. If you want to keep trying, keep trying. It's okay. It's okay.
Right? Yeah. You know I do it better than you. That's why you don't like me. That's why you don't like me.
don't like you because you're falsely accusing people for something that almost didn't happen. But it happened. But you're blaming the wrong people. That's one of the biggest things of why I do this. Or I should say, continue to do it. Before it was just hold on, I like my mood music. So somebody's out there going, oh. I know you did. See, and that just because of that, I lost my train of thought. She's blaming people for the beating. She's blaming 3 people, and I keep saying their names. I've talked to each one personally. Known each other, I don't know, for a few years now. Not a long time, but enough to ask them and talk to them and ask them on a live, I believe, point blank. Did you have anything to do with that? There was one person was not even in town when that happened, including myself. And there was a couple of times where she tried to include me into that mess. But I got receipts. I was in Victoria, Texas, if you got to know. So then she quit saying my name. But that's why I continue. Before it was just commentary, politically, and whatever. And then it turned, all the other stuff I started learning about her came out. And I'm like, did these people really do this? For real? Start learning more, talking to other people, and came to the determination that, yeah, those people were not involved. I believe them. I don't believe a crazy crackhead. That's an easy one. So, and one of the guys she wants to include that she says conspired and even paid for it is John Allen. John Allen is a decorated military veteran in good standing, honorable. Yes, he's white. And yes, one day she had a meet and greet. Some of you have seen this, some of you haven't, I guess. She invited the whole world. Come and see me. Come and meet me. I'll autograph my picture for you. I'm at the Stars restaurant here in Texas. It's like a drive up. It's like a Sonic. She invited everybody. Hey, everybody, come. I'll be there. Well, he goes, because guess what? That's how well she knows him. She doesn't know him. That's how well she knows him. She chose to go to a restaurant in his hometown. So what happens? He shows up there. Yep, and it was a funny thing. And he kind of punked her. He was just laughing at her, and he said something about her nursing license or whatever. And from that day forward, she accused him of being a stalker. He was a stalker. Maybe this weekend I'll show that video. It's not very long. I'll show that this weekend. So I'm sure before that too, she's had issues with him. And then with Ophelia, I mean, I don't know what the beef is other than their neighbors. I mean, literally, I think one full block separates them. And they've had a beef, but she accuses Ophelia of going up to her window. That she went to Vanessa's window and was prying and looking inside. Just a lot of nonsense. Frank has had his issues with her. I mean, their thing goes a little deeper and a little further back. Has he done certain things I've heard about? From what I understand, yes. But was he involved in this Christmas Eve 2020 beating? No. I am convinced, and I've always said, and I've said it on a bunch of live programs, and not this, you know how she is, she won't, whatever. I said, show the proof. She keeps saying she has proof. Show me the proof. And if you can prove to me that John Allen was involved and he paid somebody, and Ophelia was involved and she contributed somehow and Frank was involved, if you can prove that to me and show it to me, hey, I'll stand right next to you and I'll defend you. And I'll start talking about, you know, Frank, John, and Ophelia. Show me, and I'll be on your side publicly. But guess what? Not even publicly has she provided any proof. So it's just a narrative that she wants to keep on, and she's going to stick with that for, you know, it's too much of a deep lie now to go back. And she's going to keep on and keep on and keep on with that. So if she would fess up to that and say, look, oh, but she always checks herself when she accuses those people, and what happened that morning, you know, is what I believe. It's what I believe. And she always goes with, that's what I believe. And that's how she protects herself against somebody saying, you got no proof. Well, yes, it happened. He was there. He paid for it. I have proof. That's what I believe. And she'll say that. But she never proved it. Not even to the police. And they quit investigating it because there's nothing there. It's done. Unfounded. Those that were involved, were prosecuted, are being prosecuted, and one is not yet prosecuted for whatever the reason. But that's where it ends. Just with those few people, and that's it. The minute she backs off of that, if she would, I would back off. I would. I'll say it right now. I would back off. I would have backed off. I don't care what the fuck she does online. I don't care that she's online 3 or 4 times a day for 24 hours. None of my business. If it wasn't for that, I you know, my thing has turned from politics to this. That if she would say something and just say, forget it, it was a lie, or however she would want to say it. If she would say, you know what, I'm just going to drop it, I'm not going to mention them anymore, or whatever, I would back off. I would have a long time ago. But don't want to keep beating a dead horse. And then the politics thing, which is now the secondary thing. And it's actually, those two things are pretty up there. Like the main things. I don't want anybody like this representing any part of Texas, any people of Texas, or the country for that matter. Hell freaking no. No. And I'll do whatever I gotta do legally and with this platform to make sure that doesn't happen. So let's continue. It's almost over.
So this will be up all day. And, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's 1-0.
This will be up all day.
She's
well,
1-0.
it'll always be up. As long as it's activated. Is there any other men that have anything else to say?
Yeah, it's like 9 a.m.
As I've noticed,
Tuesday.
he's gotten quiet. This John, whatever.
They start selecting a jury at 8 a.m. They start selecting juries.
Nothing? Because I didn't block anybody.
I don't think that her psychiatric, her mental evaluation, I don't think that's ever going to be released. But she won't show it. She keeps saying it's like a grand
Thank
slam.
you, Miss
Oh,
Kirkland.
it's perfect. Came back totally normal. Like, not.
Thank you, Miss Kirkland. Thank you.
She'll never
you.
release that because it says what it says.
Anyway, where'd they go?
$250. All right.
I don't know. Nope. That's why people don't like to go live. It's not always so much that, because it's because they're embarrassed, you know, what they look like, or they're not their best selves, or, you know, no. Because going live means you're gonna be forced in your authenticity. That's why people don't like going live. That's why people don't like going live, period, at all, ever. Even like if they're in a campaign, there's a lot of politicians that are like, I'll do videos, but I won't go live, right? I won't go live. Because you have the added protection of being able to edit something so that, and that's inauthentic. There's nothing more authentic than live. Nothing. Without a stage, without props, and without anything, right? And I've noticed that, or I've really thought deeply about the fact that I think a lot of people that come to hate me when I tell them to go live, it's not so much about what they look like. It's about the fact that if I go live right now, they're going to see me authentically. And that is a huge fear of people.
It's a fear? It's a fear that we see your authenticity? Don't forget. Not real. Not authentic. Remember.
Huge. So I'm not going to stop being my authentic self. I am not, especially now that I know how powerful that is. You see, a lot of people don't want you to realize, because if you realize, then you have the ability to actualize. When self-actualization is the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, y'all. Hardly anybody reaches that. But in order for you to reach self-actualization, you have to realize your own potential. And people like that don't want you to realize your greatness and your potential to be even greater. Because if they know that if you realize it within yourself, then you have the potential for it to be actualized, which means you will reach the top tier of human existence that most people never reach in their entire lives, hardly ever.
Yeah.
They don't even realize that.
Chris,
they kind of know, but they don't realize it in the way that I just explained it. Even
motivational
the people that
speaker.
are actually on the bad side of what I just explained, when they don't want you to realize the best about yourself.
Oh.
So, hi there, Miss K. Rutherford. How are you?
Let me know which posts those are. I just saw the message.
So, well, I don't know. Do y'all have anything else to say? Because I'm going to let y'all go. Kiss you y'all.
Don't need the music. Thank you very much.
I say that too. I love that y'all know. I love that y'all know.
Okay, I'm trying to find out what I'm seeing the March 2nd here. I'm trying to find out what that is. I'll try to find out in the next day or so what that's all about. Okay.
Know that. And even, I love that y'all know that I'm real. I love that y'all know that I'm not faking, because the only ones that want the world to think that I am are the ones that hate me. That the reason that they do it is because they know that it's real, and they don't want anyone else to believe that it's real. Which is why they try so hard to be like, she's not really who.
I wish you were real. Because then I would say, you know, she's real. She's not. There's nothing phony or fake about her. But you're not. But I said, come on, quit the games. I know it's not a good word, ain't. But you ain't real. You're fake as fuck.
No, she is. She is. That's why you're trying so hard, because you even see it. You want to pretend to the rest of us that think we don't know any better that you have realized how fake. No, it's because you know how real she is. You will never admit how positively you see her, but it bothers you that you're not like that. And so that is why you want everybody else to not see her the way you really do see her.
Word
That's
salad.
why ain't nobody can tell me nothing. That's why no matter how many times you know, put my body up on a screen and try to criticize my fat arms, my fat stomach, my fat whatever.
You put yourself up on the screen. She doesn't get it. I don't get it. For being so brilliant, she doesn't get it.
No matter how many times you want to criticize my hair, my complexion, my wrinkles, no matter what you want to say about me, none of that shit matters to me. Because I ain't gonna believe none of that shit at all. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because it's coming. First of all, it's not gonna happen. But let's just say that I was the type of person to actually believe that shit, which I'm not. It's coming from a bunch of fake ass people. People who can't be authentic.
Look in the mirror. So do you guys... I know you don't care. I know you guys don't care. But I just find it more interesting to put some cool colors on a green screen than... Oh, see, nice bonus. But I would rather have a green screen up and have different graphics or colors back there, whatever, than just this plain wall. And I know you guys don't care or whatever, but I just wanted to show Vanessa that she didn't hurt my feelings because she called me unauthentic. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, why would anybody think that I would believe that? Coming from people that are the most inauthentic people I've ever seen in my life, ever. Shit, you gotta have a stage and a microphone. That shit's not authentic. That is fake. That's not real.
A microphone ain't real? Your phone's got a microphone. Oh, you have a microphone. You're so freaking unauthentic. You have a microphone on your phone. How dare you? She's going so overboard about this authentic, unauthentic stuff because she knows she's a bag full of dicks. She knows it. That's why she's pushing so hard for this unauthentic crap. She won't let it go. Because she's a bunch of bags of dicks. Period.
No. No way. So, that's all I got to say. I'm gonna let y'all go now. All right? I hope everybody has a great day.
Something tells me she's going to be on tonight. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, my wrinkles. Yeah. Oh, this is probably going to get streamed probably on that man's hate page, the Hispanic Candace Owen of the Rio Grande Valley. Oh, why are you ladies? I looked at some of your profiles. You know, the one lady from the Rio Grande Valley.
All right, Tammy, I'll check.
The husband's not with her no
that.
more. You know who you are. I can say your name, but I'm not going to say your name. Right? Why do you care about my cellulite when you look the way that you look? We all can't stay young forever, and I know I can't. But why are you talking about my complexion when you could never do this? For real. Why do you think that you can be there criticizing me? Like, you're doing this right now. Like, you're watching me right now. You're probably streaming me. He's probably going to stream me. And it's like, why would I care what you females think about my skin when you could never do this? And one of my videos was streamed last night when I was wearing that blue dress that everybody loved. And they love me in that blue dress too. That's why they chose to, let's humiliate her when she looks her best. All right, let's talk about her arms, her legs, her private part showing through the dress. And let's talk about her complexion, her skin. Let's talk about, you know, how she doesn't know how to put on makeup. I'm not trying to attract you haters. You do know that, or no, you don't know that? I'm not trying to attract any haters that are on the hate pages of that Hispanic boring man and the white cross-dresser. I'm not trying to attract you haters. I don't care about what you white haters are saying about me. And I don't care what you Hispanic bitter women are saying about me.
Who's bitter? Really?
At all.
Really?
So stream that. Stream that. Stream that. I don't care about that. And you know how you're going to know that I don't care about that? Because I'm not going to change anything. Because you're going to see me showing all the skin that you were critiquing in another dress that's in another color. Shit, I'll probably get 2 or 3 more colors on purpose so that you can know that none of the shit that you're saying about me matters, because my behavior is not going to change. When something that you critiqued me about changes my behavior, then you're going to know, oh, it mattered. Nothing's changing.
So I critiqued last night, and so did Bam. And obviously it mattered because she went online at 6 a.m. to do this thing. You really want us to believe it didn't matter? I don't care if you change. Don't change, or change whatever you want to do. That's all on you.
Do you know how many times that Hispanic man has been like, well, she never stops doing it because I ain't ever going to change shit, because none of your criticism is ever going to make me change my behavior, because you're full of shit and there's something wrong with you in your mind. Why would I ever listen to anything you got to say? You don't even fit the male the standards of what a man is in America. But you're here trying to say she doesn't fit the standards of a woman. Well,
please enlighten me.
What you talking about? You don't fit the standards either, so I don't know why.
Whoever said to her that she didn't fit the standard of beauty? Nobody. That's a term that she uses on other people, and she uses that term all the time. That's another made up crap that we said, or I said. She's the only one who's ever used that term, standard of beauty. Another point. This game is over. Game is over. Too easy.
What you talking about? You don't fit the standards either. So I don't know why you think that I'm gonna care about me not fitting in some standards that I've always said I don't care about fitting in. I've always said that shit.
She's talking about shit she said herself.
Anyway, Jesus.
Jesus. Take the Lord's name in
Thank
vain.
you. Hi there, Miss Just Marie. How are you? Thank you. Gracias. And it's those hateful ladies from the valley that were saying that shit. Y'all could never do this shit. Ever.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't care about my makeup because you know what? It works. I don't need. Do you not realize? It's because you're not. It's either because you're not smart or look.
Not authentic.
As much as you want to say that some people are ugly or they don't know how to put makeup on right, what you're failing to realize is this. What you're saying without saying is she can still look good without her makeup being perfect. You know why? I'll let you think about that. How can she still look good without her makeup being perfect? How? Why do you think that is?
You know what? She's okay with it. She's okay with how she is. She doesn't care. Good for you, Vanessa. What do you want, a medal? You want a trophy? Is that what you want? Because there's women who do this shit every single day. All you do is sit in your car all day and talk. There are women who put makeup on, make breakfast, feed their kids, get their kids ready for daycare, for school, drive, drop them off. If they have time, they'll get a cup of coffee for themselves. Sometimes they don't, so they got to go to work and work. And then afterward, drive, go pick up the kids, drive, pick up the other kids, drive, time to feed or make dinner or order something or pick something up. And some of them do it with makeup, and some do it without doing their makeup. And some don't need the makeup. And they do this shit every single day. Every single day. Maybe they get a day off. They don't. From work, maybe. From real life, being a mom, which is something that you know nothing about right now, is a 24/7 job. And some women are so busy, but yet they try to care about how they look. And they want to do some makeup or whatever. They want to put the makeup on. I don't care. I'm not anyone to say to tell any woman, yeah, that makeup's not right, or don't put on that makeup. Because these are real people doing real things. Now, you, on the other hand, when you want to put ridiculous makeup, and if Bam wants to comment on why your makeup isn't put right, or you have too much black shit on your, I don't even know what it's called, liner, or your nose is too gold, I can say something about that. But I don't care. If you want to wear it, wear it. If you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. Simple.
Why do you think that she can wear imperfect makeup and still make that shit happen? You don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit what I'm not going to say right now. You just don't want to admit it. It's because she don't have to have it perfect. She don't have to have it perfect. Some lady was like, look at her big nose. What?
Who said that?
What do you mean my big nose? But then when I saw what you looked like, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I have a big nose. Cause you do? I guess I do? Okay. I mean, for real. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. I don't know if I want to do that, but we can do that. I can stream those people and open up all of their profiles and be like, let's just go ahead and dissect all of this hate. Shall we, y'all? I've been wanting to do this for a while, so let me get my laptop ready and, because they're streaming me and we're not going to be interacting with them, but we surely are going to wonder why they would say that about my eyebrows. Why would you say that about my hair? Why would you say that about my cellulite? Why would you say this? And then we
Blah,
can just,
blah, blah.
you know,
Okay, I'm going to skip forward
so that
because this
we
is,
can
I
understand
know there's only a few
better.
minutes left, but this is already
I think that'd be quite fascinating.
enough.
Right back. Hold on. I'm curious.
Did she go and get a laptop? No, she wants to look at people.
You're so sweet.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm skipping. It's almost over.
Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food. When up from the ground came a bubbling crude oil, that is. Texas gold.
Black gold.
You should leave, Tracy.
Texas
Wait.
tea.
Why would you do this?
Get your
knew I was
lyrics
gonna
right.
turn the camera on, so I'm gonna do that shit.
Yeah, there she goes.
Don't be a hater coming over here. You need to leave. And why are you coming over here? And then you have like Jesus posts. Why is there like putting shit like that and then hating? Why are you doing that? It's always a white hater. Like 99.9% of the time it is. Anybody else? The other
So
one's
you're
from
the
back
one.
from some other country. That's all it is. That's all it was. Just two people, and then she went crazy, like doing the laughing emoticon. Does it make you feel better that I saw that you laughed at me? My goodness. Anyway, and let me block this woman. Go to the other hate page where you saw me from, okay? Because that's where you're going to get to see me now. Tracy Wheat. Now she's going to be there with that white portly man, the cross-dresser, and the Hispanic Candace Owens of the Rio Grande Valley. She's gonna be there. She was picking on me. They're all the white people that have come over here. They're all over there. All the ones that I've survived. She was picking on me, and that's what she gets for picking on. Nobody picked on none of you. Nobody picked on none of you. I survived you. There's a difference. Let me just go ahead and block this other guy here. Now that I'm here. Who's that? Why would I care? Why? Look at the kind of people don't like me.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say this too. And I'm talking about women only. Women, moms, not moms, whatever. Working girls. That's the wrong way to say it. Women who work. Women with careers. They get up and do all that stuff that I just said, and they gotta do their hair. They do their hair. You want to single everybody out? Okay, and I'm gonna single you out. You choose to put that rag on your head, so you don't got to do nothing with your hair. Not even wash it. You just put a cap on. Well, these women get up earlier in the morning. Sometimes they get up before anybody else in the household gets up, so that they can fix themselves and makeup, hair, get the clothes ready. you either don't sleep or you just get up in the same clothes you were wearing the night before, put a rag on your head, and then you leave. So don't even, yeah, it's just, I'm glad this is almost over. I'm already enough of this.
This is too good for me not to turn the camera on. He's not even from this country, but still, shit. You go, please. This is the kind of man that wants me to feel bad about myself. Get out of here! What? My goodness. No, never. No. Block. Get out of here. Now go back to your hate pages now. Okay? So this was me.
All right, we're going to wrap it up soon.
So
I'm going to
you're
say,
that little girl that I was speaking of, and then you're watching this like
don't
10
forget,
minutes later,
we still got some numbers left on that raffle for the Apple Watch.
Mm-mm.
That's still happening.
Oh,
I haven't pushed it enough every day because of work, so I apologize.
It's not you, honey.
It's
not you.
still there. The numbers
Just
are
remember
pretty accurate.
If you see dignified people,
Do I still have the numbers up here?
okay,
Yes. This is $20. Behind the
Really
Waffles is the
good
Cash App.
human beings.
Behind the Waffles. Don't send it to another
first
or
of all,
PayPal,
they
whatever.
wouldn't
Just keep it
publicly
at
speak against you.
this Cash App.
They would
please.
privately message you.
It's easier to keep track
They would
of.
take you to the side. First of all, that's your first indicator.
Which is that right there.
Because even a decent human being, you know,
And
a
I'll try to
dignified
promote a little
human
harder this
will
weekend. I
never
got
call
a few days
out
off coming up, so
somebody
we'll focus
like
on this
that,
and try to get this thing awarded.
right?
That's the
Not
Apple
sanctioning
Series
haters when I call you
9,
out for hating.
and it's $20
That's not the
for a
same
number. The numbers are pinned to the top of my page at Manny Behind the Mic.
So if somebody
If you enjoyed the
is
broadcast,
dignified,
I'm not groveling.
And they
Saying,
really are
feel free to
dignified.
tip your jar on your way out.
this is how
It's always much
know
appreciated.
If you're that girl, that
Let's
was
see
a
what
little girl
else
back then
was
that's,
there.
you know, a target of hate right now.
Shopwithmanny.com
Or you're
for
a
all
hater.
of your Avon needs or goods.
If no dignified people are, you know,
This one is dignified.
trying to, you know,
Yeah, whatever.
decide, right? And they really are dignified people.
Yeah, you know, life changes.
Chances are
Everything
you're not
becomes
the problem.
modernized. Now you can order Avon from the
And
comfort
for
of your
sure,
own phone, your computer.
If no dignified people
Order it.
will ever be on any of the
Pay for
platforms
Avon right on the
to
spot.
hate you,
It gets shipped to your house a few days later. It's a beautiful thing.
those
I
are
think
the
they
people
still
that
do
gather
personal
together,
delivery kind of thing. You know,
because their
some
voices
people
are
do
so
that. Some
weak,
neighborhoods, some
and
cities
they
are.
will never rise
It's still okay to do that.
to who you are.
It's so much easier this
You know,
way.
problem.
I don't want company coming all the time or people knocking on my door. They order,
There's
have
that.
somebody drop off a box, and it's done.
Right.
So shop with Manny,
Thank
MANNY.com.
you. Oh, just go down on my page. You'll see it all. You'll see it all.
All right. Can I make it for another minute or less? Let's see.
I caught somebody and you went and you hid yourself. Good hater. Good hater. Do that. Do that.
Whatever. Don't be afraid of her.
Anyway, I love y'all so much, and y'all be well and safe, and that's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Right? I already addressed it. I know about it, and everything that I said on my drive over here, I mean it. I don't care. I really don't.
Good for you.
All I care about is
Nothing.
I care about
Your
little
pores.
boys that are right now little boys that are sadly gonna turn into hateful men.
I gotta stop the music.
I care.
You don't care about little boys or girls, period. Because if you did, you would have your girls with you. So don't even pretend you care about little girls and little boys and little kids. Can't do that. You can't do that no more. You can't. So just stop the nonsense already,
About
right?
that. And if I can at least deter even a little boy that will be an adolescent that will be like, I don't want to be like that guy, that Hispanic Candace Owen in the Rio Grande Valley. And I don't want to be like that white cross-dresser, because both of those men are hateful men. I don't want to turn into a man that's like that. If I can deter even one little boy from becoming a man like that, because
I don't want you near any kids at all, first of all. And I'll tell my kids the same thing. Don't ever become like this woman right here. Don't ever become like her. She does drugs on TV and she hates people and she insults people. She's racist and everything. Yeah, don't be like her. You see that? You see how that works? Yeah.
right?
Whatever.
That's fine. But most importantly, if I can empower a girl that's going to be, you better erase your comments. If I can empower a girl that is going to be the target of the kind of hate that I'm the target of, that's fine too. That's what I gotta say. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye.
Vanessa loves no one. Dang. So the video itself is an hour and 45 minutes, and we were online for 3 hours and 20. That included a little discussion before the video and then all the commentary, and we stopped. So interesting how much commentary we can have. Alrighty, I appreciate you all tonight, this afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it. Started early because I wanted to be finished before this time. Now I got to go catch Trump on his town hall. Thank you all for being online. Appreciate it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, everybody.